I think that everyone has heard of Moore's Law, right? This rule of thumb that basically says that every 2 years or so, computers roughly double in power. But actually, it's much more broad-based than that. It extends, for example, to communications bandwidth, to memory capacity, in many cases, even the software, where we've seen, in some cases, an acceleration that's far beyond what Moore's Law would imply just for hardware. So it's a very broad-based acceleration. And the other thing that's really important to realize is that this acceleration, this exponential progression in technology has been going on for a long time now. In fact, it's been going on for decades. If you measure, for example, from the late 1950s, when the first primitive integrated circuits were fabricated, we've seen over that time period something on the order of 30 doublings in computing power, which is just an extraordinary number of times to really double any quantity. You can kind of visualize the impact of that by imagining that you get into your car and start driving very slowly, maybe at about 5 miles per hour. Now gradually double your speed to 10, to 20, to 40. If you could do that just a handful of times, you'll soon need a racetrack and a faster car. If you could do that 30 times, you would be something out of science fiction. You'd be some kind of spaceship that we haven't actually built yet, something that would be traveling at millions of miles per hour and would be able to get to another planet, for example, in just a few minutes. That's really where we are today in terms of computer technology relative to where we began in, say, the late 1950s. So it's been an extraordinary acceleration, and what that means is that we're now at a point where things are moving at a fantastic absolute pace. And of course, things are going to continue to accelerate from this point. So what that means is that as we look ahead to the coming years, and especially to the coming decades, we're very likely to see things that astonish us, things that we're really not quite prepared for.